Mama Smooth.
Mama Smooth.
Please let me know as soon as you get out.
Okay, I got you, Mama. Mama want to text me during my little vlog.
Today we have the 16-year-old most brilliant creator, George Bostic, a.k.a. King Smooth. So you attend Dreyfus School of the Arts. How did you get accepted there at Dreyfus?
For Dreyfus, I had my mother had first had me in a choice program in 5th grade, and that's when I auditioned for Bach, got in for Bach, and then I said I wanted to pursue my major, which is theater. So I decided to audition for Dreyfus, and with the Dreyfus audition, you have to have 2 contrasting monologues, comedy and dramatic. So I did both of them. I remember we was on Zoom during COVID, so it was tough, but I did it, and I remember one teacher standing up and clapping and saying, "You have my vote."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So what did you perform these monologues or these scripts that you had?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Wow. So how did you even get into theater? What struck your interest there?
With theater, from a young age, I just used to watch TV, and I used to watch movies and acting, and I was like, I could do that. Mm-hmm. That doesn't seem too hard. And then I would always tell my parents to go in the room, lock the door, I'm recording. And I would set up my phone, and I would just create my own skits with no paper, whatever comes to mind, and I would just upload them to YouTube.
Right, so you would upload them to YouTube, but to your dad's YouTube because you were too young at that time to have your own.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yeah, I had a bunch of videos on my dad's page, but then when he started getting serious about like posting his music, he was like, "Man, you got all these videos on my page, man. People don't even see my music, man." So then I got my own page later on.
I think it's really cool that you started to upload these things to YouTube because you have sort of a history and documentation. So, you know, you can always go back and look at those videos, see how far you've come, and even show your grandkids eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's great that you have those.
That's why I'm glad I did them. Thank you.
You seem very respectable and well learned. I remember the first time I experienced one of your performances. The whole room just lit up. Really, in my opinion, I believe it's because of your genuineness and just yourself overall. Just from that, I want to know a couple of things. So first thing, who raised you?
My beautiful parents, Wendy and George Bostic, been together for over 20 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
So you actually have both parents in the household.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
What are the benefits of just having both parents?
I think it's real important. Because there are a lot of things that a kid could learn from both parents, because not each parent knows everything for that child. Like, mother can come to you with a lot of things, can't even describe them. And father, everybody needs a father, in my opinion. So I feel like both of them together, combined, you're all set.
What influences does your father have on you?
My father literally influenced me to start making music. Usually, he would just be in his car, and I would be with him, and he would just play all his songs, and we would just listen to all his songs, and I'd be like, "Dad, I want to do that one day. I want to just smile and listen to my songs and how I used to sound." And he actually was in a program in his high school days as my age, and he would go around to other schools, like I think it's called the DARE program, and he would go around to other schools rapping about drugs, violence, all different types of things. In his town, he was very known. Right.
He was rapping about like staying away from drugs or staying away from violence.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the DARE program did that. I didn't know that they had a space or a department for creative music like that.
Yeah.
So that's dope. That's cool. Why do you create? I know that you told me about your father, but really, why do you create overall? Because you do theater, you create music. Why do you create?
I create to uplift and motivate people, to enjoy life and spend every time that they have doing what they love. Because if you have a passion, you go for it, and that's what I'm doing. I want people to follow that. I was watching an interview. Lil Wayne was being interviewed, and the interviewer asked him, he said, "What do you want people to know who look up to you?" Lil Wayne said that he want people to, be grateful and be blessed for every experience that you go through, and look at it as the good and bad, look at it as an experience so you know what to do and not to do, and to keep going.
Wow.
And I want to implement that in my music, my art, everything.
Yeah. Well, thanks for that, because I needed that. So thank you.
Of course.
Will you share any one of your main goals with us?
One of my main goals is to give back to my community. I think that has always been the mindset for me. I just want to be a staple in my community. I want to give back to my family. I just want to, give back to everybody who has given me something to where I need to get to.
So that was my next question. Why? Why do you want to give back? Why do you feel that it's a great idea to give back to these people that helped you, at least?
Well, a lot of people had to do things to get where they are on their own. A lot of people didn't have this and that person and that person and that person. But I can't say that, because I had so many people in my life who have pushed me to be greater. Every time I perform, there is never one person who says that was bad. It's always a person who says, "Oh my God, that was amazing. Keep going. Don't forget about me when you blow up." And my parents, those are my parents and my family are a big help to that.
That's dope. I never really understood the term self-made, because truly I believe that everybody needs somebody, even if it's just a word of encouragement, even if it's just $1, a penny, I believe that something, or that little something, got you just one step or a half a step closer to where you gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I admire the fact that you acknowledge that you've been helped.
Thank you.
So that's great. What does it mean to be grateful or thankful?
It means everything to me, because if you're not thankful for what has happened in your life and every choice that you have made, you're never going to learn. Because greatness takes time, and you just have to be thankful for every choice that you decide to make, because you may think it was dumb at that time, but it was a learning experience that you can continue learning from, and that the world, everybody in it, can learn from.
How can one begin to be grateful for the things that they already have?
One can start to become grateful by recognizing everything that you have, and that it could be taken away in a blink, in just a snap.
You could have chosen the path of defiance, rebellion, and simply bad choices. Why take this path that you're on now?
I took this path because, in the wise words of 2 Chainz, I'm different. I could have took that path and this path, but I decided to branch out, because I have a passion for acting and music that I want to pursue, and I knew I wasn't going to get there going down other paths that everybody else was taking. Now, other artists, who talk about, in rapping, women, drugs, and guns, and I'm not shading nobody else, but with my music, I can go places and perform my music without having to cut it clean and all this. I can go to schools, family, events, churches, and perform, and I wouldn't have to cut it clean. I could just go show up and perform. That's why I love that aspect. And I was raised with a good family, and my sisters love my music. My little brother loved my music. So I don't want to come home and they listening. I wouldn't even want them to listen to that if I even started talking about anything negative. I would, but that's what kids listen to nowadays. And I always think, is that what I should make? Like, people listening to that, but my parents always, they instill in me to stay in my lane, and to be different. Don't follow the crowd. Do you?
That has to be difficult. Is it? For you, at least.
Sometimes. I would say sometimes. Like, I was just talking to my dad, and I was just saying, this is what the world listening to, and like, everybody's blowing up but me. I'm staying clean. I've been performing, making music. I'm not really consistent with it like everybody else is, and other people's stuff is blowing up. But my dad said your day will come. My dad says stay with what you know and what you've been doing.
Ooh, boy. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Wow. I truly admire your parents because your parents seem very pleasant. You're a result of them. So that says a lot about your parents who raised you. So it's just incredible. I think it's incredible for you to have a support system this strong. Yeah, that's amazing. And I don't see a lot of this. I don't see a lot of this. Maybe I was just lucky to meet you, but I don't see a lot of it, especially here in our communities. Mm-hmm. So, salute.
Thank you. That's why I'm grateful for every moment I spend with them.
Yeah. So what do you do in free time, even if it's with your parents or by yourself?
Well, the most thing I do in my free time, my family can't get away from me. I like to spend a lot of time with them. Like, if I'm not with my family, I'll, play the game for a little hour or two, maybe watch a little TV, and a lot of times I just turn everything off. I get in a quiet space and I just write. I just write how I'm feeling, whether it's a poem or my thoughts or a song. I just sit and write. But other than that, I'm with my family.
Yeah. What does family mean to you?
Family is everything. I can't do anything without my family. I can't go pick up some ice without my family. I can't do anything without my family. And I'm glad that I have them, each and every one of them, in this house with me. I can't imagine life without it.
And I would think once you have everything, and I mean like material things, once you have those things and those things just so happen to leave you, I just believe that family would be there.
Yeah. And
even if it's just one person out of that family.
Yeah. And adding to that, I would say that I'm really known at my school, like, because I've been performing there. I would say a lot of people know me, right? But I call myself like a popular loner.
What does that mean?
That means that everybody can know you. Everybody know who you is. George King Smooth in the building. But people don't treat me as like a friend. I don't really have friends. I have associates and people that know me. Now, I was blessed to meet one friend. Her name is April. I met her at Dreyfus, and thank God for her. She was godsend. But and I would look on social media. I see people that I know, close people that I know or known for a long time, partying, having a good time. And I'm right here at the house all the time. I don't get invited to anything. But my mother always tells me, boy, you got your family. Yeah. And I always stick with that. I don't need them to have fun. When I'm at school, I'm barely with a group of people. I'm always by myself because I came in alone, I'll leave alone.
My dad used to tell me that. But and also family doesn't always have to be blood. It can also be a friend, like April, such as April. I have one last question. What is a friend?
I love that question. That's a good question. A friend is someone who understands the hard times and the good times, and who will not branch off from you when hard times come and hardship.
Ooh, wow.
Yes, there was actually an actual incident where a lot of people turned on me, and I found out that this was middle school. I found out the true meaning of friendship. And I didn't meet April till I was in high school. So it was the end of 8th grade too. I remember it like it was yesterday. And I had the whole summer I had to stew on that. And when I got to school, to the new school year, a lot of people who didn't know, they was cool with me. But then when I met April, I learned the true meaning of friendship. She heard about everything that happened, but she didn't care because she knew who I was inside. She had met my family. She knew who I was as a person, and she stuck with me to this day.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Shout out to April, boy.
Yeah,
Thank
shout
you.
out.
Okay.
Thank you. And there's some more people coming up, you know, like my homeboy Aiden. We cool, you know, some people. Yeah.
Right, let's play a game.
All right.
So this is a game of this or that. So I'm gonna name 2 different things, and you're basically gonna choose one of those things that identifies most with you.
Okay.
So first is winning the lottery or finding your soulmate.
This is my true, honest answer.
Yes.
I want a soulmate.
Wow. Tell me why.
Because I feel like winning the lottery, a lot of people can be the richest person in the world and be lonely. But if you got family, I think love is richer than money, than wealth.
Boy, all right, enough said. Test the waters or dive in the deep end.
Never heard that one before. Test the waters or dive in the deep end.
So it's basically like sticking your toe in or just jumping in.
With me, I'ma jump in. I wanna give you my all. I don't wanna sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah.
I wanna give you my passion and how I'ma get it. I'm hungry to get it.
Okay. Sauce on the side or sauce on top?
It depends. It depends.
Okay, give me 2 different examples.
Okay, with when you got the fries, I'll put the ketchup on top of it.
Okay. So what dish would you have with the sauce on the side?
With the sauce on the side, it may be chicken. I'll say it may be chicken. I might not just sprinkle. I mean, pour all the sauce on it. I might little dip. You know.
Okay. Crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Okay.
That's what they call me, smooth, baby.
Rich and famous or rich and unknown? I think I know the answer to this.
Yeah, rich and unknown.
Okay.
That's what I'm living right now.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. City or countryside?
My mama's from the country.
Where's she from?
She's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My people is too.
For real?
Yeah, what part?
Georgetown.
Georgetown. I don't know how far that is from Barnwell, but that's where my people from.
Oh, I never even heard of Barnwell.
Yeah, it's a small town. But city or countryside?
Right now I'm in the city side, but people be saying, "Boy, you sound country." I be like, "That's my mama in me," but I say city.
Okay. See the future or change the past?
Ooh.
That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, I would say just for one incident, I'll change the past. Or sometimes, but what was the first one?
See the future.
I think because everything in the past has shaped you to where you are now. I feel like so. I think I would see the future and what my past will put in front of me in my life.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
And cookies or brownies?
I'm gonna go with brownies.
Brownies?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that has been King Smooth. Any last words?
You can find me on all social media under King Smooth, Apple, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, wherever you find your music. New music dropping, and love yourself. And in the good words of your boy, stay smooth. I'm out. It's been a real one, nice one with Miss Selena Blue TV. I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was cool.
Selena Blue TV.